Hello everybody, this is Captain Jerwar bringing you another Clash of the Captains battle. If you don't know, this is a series where I basically go on PO and challenge anyone who has the name Captain in their username. So yeah, this is a battle against a guy named Captain Ant, and we're playing some RU. I'm using the RU team I've used in at least one other video and PO Live, I think. But I've got Toxic Zangoose, Bandit, Scavalier, Scarf, Rotom, Cut, Rocky Helmet, Drotagon, Spec Slowking, and a Misdreavus there. And looking at his team, he's got an interesting team with some NUs. It seems to have pretty decent synergy, though. The only big threat he has is freaking Bisharp, because Smogon UU, but yeah, anyway, though, let's just get right on with this battle. Alright, so I was originally thinking of leading off with the Rotom, but then he's probably just going to lead off with the Rhydon, which would basically force me to go for a Leaf Storm, which would give him setup opportunities with Leavanny and Bisharp, so I decided to lead with Misdreavus so I can just taunt him as he goes for Stealth Rocks, because Stealth Rocks are never good to have in your side field, even if you don't have anything weak to him. So I just taunt him, go for the Will-O-Wisp as he Dragon Tails, which is great, because Rock Blast probably still would have done a decent amount of damage, not too much, but yeah, I know he's going to want to switch out here, so I Volt Switch with my Rotom C, and I'm like, alright, Psychic type, let's go to freaking Bandit a Scavalier. Scavalier just eats these Psychic types for breakfast, except when they have freaking Fire Punch. Like, what? I guess that's like physical Scarf Mesprit, because Bandit definitely would have killed me, but that's definitely pretty interesting because Mesprit gets a U-turn, has decent attack and speed and that type of thing, but it's usually better to just run Special Scarf with a U-turn, but physical works too because it gets elemental punches. But anyway, just going to Zangoose on Bisharp because it's a big threat. And here I really derped up because Close Combat did 38% without the Toxic Boost, and I have the Toxic Boost now, so I could have killed him, but I don't because I'm stupid and I forgot about Toxic Boost. And I switched down to Drotagon and basically let him get free rocks, which is not good because free rock's not good because now I can't switch in my things as much. But yeah, anyway, I'm able to take out the Rhydon with a normal move, which never ever happens. So brings an Electrode. This thing is actually a pretty big threat because as you can see here, it's a Life Orb. I go into Rotom because I thought he would maybe go for like a Volt Switch that I can take, but now I'm like, well, crap. This thing basically outspeeds everything except for this Rotom, and I still don't want to go for a Leaf Storm because he can get up a free Swords Dance with Leavanny or Bisharp if I do that. So I just Volt Switch out into my Slowking to take the HP Ice just to kind of Life Orb Stomp a little bit, and now I'm trying to get him to Volt Switch because I just want to deal with this thing later on and get some good damage on it. Because now when it comes back in, it's going to be like at 21%, which is like 3 Life Orb hits, and if I can get off a move, then it'd be good. But I go into Rotom on Wartortle, but it turned out he has freaking Ice Beam Wartortle, which I don't see too often, but I'm not going to knock it because it definitely worked for him in this situation. And go into Misdreavus just because I want to burn him, and because Misdreavus is very specially bulky and decently physically bulky, and I burn him. He brings in Bisharp, which was a huge mistake. I guess he was expecting me to go for Taunt or something, but I burn him, and this thing was his biggest threat. So that move right there, that misplay on his part, basically is going to even, like, I think he basically had the upper hand before, and now I have. I would say, well, I say we're like at even footing right now, because he still has Leavanny, which can outspeed my Zangoose, and he can basically outspeed everything except Rotom, and Rotom can only switch in one more time because of the Stealth Rocks, which I freaking was stupid and let him get, so I'm just going to sack my, what did I sack there? I sacked my Misdreavus there to the Leaf Blade, and now I basically have to bring in my Rotom because he can outspeed and OHKO everything else on my team. I did do a calc here, I cut it out, but I wanted to see if Slowking could live it. If I was the defensive spread, I could barely live a Leaf Blade, but since I'm Specs, I cannot. So I bring in Rotom. And he hasn't seen the Hidden Power Fire yet, so I didn't think he would be expecting it. And since I Volt Switched, like, on the second turn against a Ground type, I was pretty sure he wouldn't predict that. And he doesn't, which is great, so I'm able to finish that off. and then he brings an electrode because I guess he thought he could live, but he doesn't. And it doesn't really matter anyway because now he brings a War Turtle, finishes me off, and I just hit him with that extremely powerful critical hit facade, which obviously didn't matter. But anyway, yeah. So this was another Clash of the Captains battle. I still have beaten all opposition, I guess you could call them. But yeah, anyway, it's mainly just for fun anyway. But yeah, that's going to be this battle. If you enjoyed, you can leave a comment because I like reading them. And other than that, I will see you later. Peace.